start getting ready to do some waxing. I'm going to use large fillet wax, and you can use leather. When you use leather, you got to glue it. Takes a little longer to do, but on some occasions you need to have a fillet that's going to hold up under the pressures of the pounding of the sand and so on. So if you're going to put a fillet on the pattern itself, you really should use a leather fillet or something that's more substantial. And but if you're making if you're going to make a pattern and then you're going to use a repro, the wax is fine, because once you repro it and make the mold over it, well, then the fillet is permanently in there. So I'm going to use the alcohol lamp. You got to heat up the balls in order to have different size balls. There's one size here, the other size have smaller ones, larger ones, and you got to clean it up, make sure there's a lot of paint on this one from trying to do it over top of the painted surface when it was still ball. You heat up the ball, and on these larger balls, you can't run it as much. You got to keep heating it, so that's why I'm jacking the flame up a little bit. So I'm going to put a nice heavy fillet. Start here, and that thing just melts it right in there. It's a little too hot now. Okay, we'll start getting on. We're going to start with a square corner. Use a smaller ball. It's important that you melt the wax in so it sticks. Especially these big fillets, they gotta be melted in. Wow. Okay. Get it just right. That's the other end is like burning hot. Okay. And you basically burnish it. Now when you get to the corner, you gotta heat it and bend it around the corner at the same time. And you want the large fillets. Remember what I was saying about running the metal. The metal's going to run in there. Okay, now I'm going to use a knife to square it up, because I want a nice square corner down in the bottom. Looking for my X-Acto, good old X-Acto number 11 blade. Been using them since Jesus, man. I cut my finger here one time when I was about 8 years old. Keep rubbing it in, smoothing it out, and then just come around. I mean, this is, it's not rocket science, you guys. This is what you do. You just wax it up. Now I'm going to put a little paint on there and finish it up. When this piece is done, label it, put your name on there, your telephone number, what kind of metal it's going to be, how to reach you, so on. And then after a while, what we do is there's holes drilled in these things. We drill holes in them, and for the vibrator goes on here and other things, and hang it up. And in that hole, I get some manila tags with some wire on them, about 3x5 manila tags with they have a wire hooked to them. You write the number of the pattern, number your patterns, and whatever, how you want to number. And like this will be MJ, Main Journal, MJB 100-100, and then that'll be MJBC 100A or something, whatever. But label your numbers and then write them down. And then you're going to label your patterns and write them down, and then put on there how many impressions, how much the parts cost. I mean, this is for business if you want to do that. I enjoy doing it just to do it. And you keep records of what the parts and whatnot cost, just for fun, if you're not doing business. But I do it because of Mercer. I keep a record of all the different pieces, what foundry you did it, when did I do them last, and so on. So I can price everything accordingly. All right.